Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another exciting video. Ever found yourself gripping the armrest of an airplane, closing your eyes, and praying to the man upstairs to see you through the landing? Well, you're not alone. The passengers landing on Saba Airport and Paro Airport and other airports that we'll mention today experience that every single time they land. Terrifying, right? Don't even mention it. So fasten your seatbelts and let's take a look at these dangerous airplane landings. Number 10. Lukla Airport, Nepal. Lukla Airport is located on a plateau nearly 10,000 feet above sea level. It's known by campers as the base camp of Mount Everest. It's one of the most challenging airports for pilots and has had many accidents as people try to reach the summit of Mount Everest. Lukla Airport poses a dangerous landing for many reasons, one being its sea level. Airports located at high altitudes like Lukla present dangers due to the effect that low air pressure has on the handling of an airplane. While other runways are fairly long, Lukla's is extremely short at 530 meters and is surrounded by steep terrain. Therefore, a combination of all these makes it very challenging for pilots to take off and land with ease. Given these factors, only a few pilots are qualified to fly into and out of Lukla with only helicopters, and only small fixed-wing propeller planes are permitted to land. Imagine landing in such an airport. One wrong move from the pilot and everyone's life is at risk. It becomes the time to pray to your creator. Coming up at number 9 is the TONCONTIN Airport landing. If pilots aren't awarded for landing in such airports, then we aren't doing them enough justice. Number 9. TONCONTIN Airport, Honduras. If pilots claim this airport to be the most dangerous in the world, who are we to decline? Even after the authorities moved a part of a mountain to help pilots land safely, it still wasn't enough, as aircraft still had to visually wind their way through the mountainous terrain, flying round and round before landing on the short runway within the last second. Later, they extended the runway length to more than 2,000 meters, proving that the longer the runway, the better chances of a safe landing. Though it didn't change a lot, as still many airplanes crash. Before we continue, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more exciting videos. At number 8, let's look at the world's most stunning landing. Don't be fooled with its beauty. Number 8. Saba Airport, Dutch Caribbean. If you want to experience adrenaline pumping when landing, try traveling to Dutch Caribbean Island, also officially known as Juancho y Rasquin Airport. The plane will come to a halt just feet above a cliff, if not nearly fall in the ocean. Apart from the airport being located at a very risky place, its runway is the most challenging runway in the world. Thus, only special trained pilots can land at the airport. In 2017, it was elected as the world's most stunning landing due to its gorgeous scenery and its mountainous tiny sling runway in the middle of the ocean. If you're a risk-taking adventurist, don't forget to put Saba on your bucket list and go experience landing on Saba Island. One happy visitor said that it was the most memorable civilian aviation experience in the world. Forget about Saba Airport's adrenaline, Princess Juliana Airport will give you goosebumps, though photographers love it for the cool shots they get off airplanes. Number 7. Princess Juliana Airport, Sint Maarten. Princess Juliana Airport is located on the Dutch side of the Caribbean island, and it's just after Maho Beach. As the passengers in the plane grip their armrests, the people outside cover their heads, as the thought of the plane being just a few feet above them scares them. For Instagrammers and photographers, it becomes the moment to make every click worth it as they take lots of pictures. After that, the plane greets them with a gush of sand and wind on their bodies as it heads to the runway, which isn't too far from there. The runway may be short, but nothing compared to the one at Lukla Airport. Some time ago, a tourist got knocked out by the strength of the jet blast and lost their life. Other than that, it's still an attraction to many tourists in the area. Have you ever looked at a structure and wondered if the contractor was in their right mind when creating it? That's how Gibraltar Airport was made. How did it end up that a street intersects with the runway? Before we talk about it, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Number 6. Gibraltar International Airport. As children from other countries peep their heads outside the car window to take a look at the airplane flying up above them, the children from Gibraltar can't try such nonsense, as they know that doing that is 2 seconds away from losing your life. The runway of Gibraltar Airport intersects with a functional street called Winston Churchill Avenue. When an airplane takes off or lands, the road has to be closed, or else a lot of damage might occur. The runway also abruptly ends at the sea on both ends, forcing pilots to hit the brakes immediately after landing, or not land at all but go around again before landing. It might seem scary, but it's not so bad compared to other landing stations. You can always stop a car at the last minute, but can you stop a train? Continue watching to see our number 1 pick. Some of these airport landings are just interesting. Number 5. BARRA International Airport, Scotland. BARRA International Airport is located on Scotland's Outer Hebrides. This is the only beach where people think twice before going out to enjoy themselves at the beach. This is because, as hard as it is to believe, the airport is at the sandbar, and the chances of being hit by an airplane are very high. It's actually the only airport in the world located along the beach. Depending on the wind and tides, sometimes landing at the airport is completely dangerous, if not impossible. The beach has 3 runways that are marked by wooden poles. If you're wondering how the public knows when the airport's operating, they have a red sign just opposite a red windsock that says to keep off the beach when the windsock is flying. Flights are usually scheduled when it comes to this airport. I won't even be surprised when I find an airport located at the top of the Wall of China. I mean, they've proved you can have a runway anywhere. Number 4. Courchevel Airport, France. Courchevel Airport is situated in the setting of the French Alps and is thought to be the steepest runway in the world. Only certified pilots are allowed to land and take off because the slopes are only reachable through deep valleys. Being in high altitudes, airplane crashes aren't new to the area. The weather's unpredictable, making it another challenge, especially when it snows, since the snow has to be extracted from the runway to keep it safe for landings and leavings. The position of the runway doesn't allow a second chance landing. That's why pilots have to make the landing perfect the first time. As you may imagine, in bad weather, landing is quite impossible, not only because of the snow, but also the airport offers no lights or instrument aid. Take a look at this runway held up by pillars. People are very creative when it comes to fixing a problem. Number 3. Madeira Airport, Portugal. Madeira Airport, located near Funchal, Madeira in Portugal, is the first and probably only airport where its runway is held up by pillars. Due to the pillars, it won the Most Outstanding Structures Award in 2004. 8 years before that, the airport landing was one of the most dangerous landings whereby it once took the lives of 131 people aboard as it tried to land but slid and ended up 200 feet below the runway down on the land. Even after the construction of the extension, the airport is still considered to have the most dangerous landings in the world. This is because, though the runway was extended, the strong winds, high mountains, and ocean that contributed to the accident didn't go away. Only a limited number of pilots are qualified to fly into and out of this airport. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber, so if you come across a photo online and you want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it in our future videos. Number 2. Airplane crash. This photo's been used by many videos as a clickbait of the most dangerous airplane landings. The photo shows an airplane wing touching what seems like an ocean. It looks like it's going to crash, but we're not sure if it will, and after searching on the internet on what happened to this airplane, we found out the photo was a fake. A model maybe to illustrate what to do or what not to do when an airplane is showing signs of crashing. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 1. Gisborne Airport, New Zealand. Gisborne Airport is located on the outskirts of Elgin suburb of New Zealand. This airport has the most dangerous landing in that it has a national railway line intersecting with the runway. Crazy, right? This makes landings coordinated with accurate schedules to avoid colliding with trains. If communication went wrong at all in this airport, a lot of damage would be caused, which is why it has 3 grass runways for light aircraft and the main runway for international airplanes. So, I don't know about you, but as a tourist, road travel to these places, if an option, sounds a lot more attractive. But sadly, for most of these places, you gotta take what you can get. And as always, thank you all for watching.